Good morning. Welcome to my channel. My name is Emmy from Emmy Evolving. Today we're going to be doing a TWINFLAME reading for the Twin Flame Collective. Let me just quiet my stuff down. Ding. So if you are watching me on Facebook, I don't have the window open in front of me. If you'd like to be an active participant, meaning I can see your comments, join me on YouTube. The link is in the description. Hello, Jessica Rose. Hello, Cassie, Lisa, Curious Ang, Jackie Allen, Catherine, I am Wata, Ramisha, Addie, Dawn. Okay, let me stop the roll call. So we're doing the twin flame reading for the second half of May 2019. I tried to ask the collective energy of the twin flames, like, what is this reading going to be about, so we can give you guys a heads up. And all I got was, is this what they really want? I mean, that could go so many different ways. That could go so many different ways. And I'm kind of worried which way it's supposed to go, because is that what you really want? I mean, that could be negative. That could be like, you know, is that what you really want? Or, you know, if you're, then that's if you're trying to pursue a twin who's not interested in being in a union with you. And then there's the, is that what you really want? If you're trying to run away from a twin that wants to be in union with you. I don't know the answer. We're going to go ahead and pull you guys some cards. Hey, why are you upside down? We're going to pull you guys some cards to get you some clarity. We established, I think it was in the last reading, that there will be a coming together, even if it's just energetic, that the twins are being called to reunify in order to do the work that they came here to do. I'm wondering if some of us are resisting that, and if some of us are trying to force a type of reunification that's just not. This is such a okay. The reason I'm like is because here's the thing. Yeah, this whole twin thing is so confusing. It's so confusing. I would rather just stick to soulmates, but I'm not you, so let me just. Card number 13, Power of Attraction. This is absolutely a twin flame reunification card. I mean, they're looking at each other, they're connected by the hands, by the forehead. They just, it's some beautiful thing. We got a queen bee, we got her honey bee. This is really about an energetic reconnection, okay, this card for this reading. No matter what the human mind is going to say or do, energetically, reconnection is inevitable. It's inevitable. You will reconnect energetically, whether you're aware of it or not, both of you. That really depends on each of you being willing to see what needs to be seen. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes one will not be willing to see or even acknowledge or any of that. And you can't really say or do anything about it, to be honest. You know, you can't force someone to see a truth they're not willing or ready to see. But there is a power of that attraction. It's like two magnets. You guys are kind of being pushed together, and after a certain point, the magnets will notice each other and they'll come together. So the next card, card number 7, Legacy of Light. The twin flame union is a legacy of light. It truly is. It truly is. This is when the twins are still separate. You know, they're still kind of in the infancy of their inner and understanding of their function, their connection, what they're supposed to do together in this life. That's them. And then when they get together, not necessarily in a romantic relationship, but when they reconnect, when they're given confirmation that, yeah, no, this person is real. There is really a person that exists on this planet that is the person that you have been like, I don't know who this is. I don't know if I just made this up. Yeah, this is what happens. You guys enter a more grown-up phase of your journey, where you're learning to cooperate with each other. You're learning how to support each other and love each other in ways that go beyond the comprehension of the human mind. Now, this is a very tricky phase because there's a lot of arguing and hurt and all of that stuff that can go on in this phase. Okay, this is like the honeymoon phase. This is the real phase. And this is a phase where the twin pair will know whether they're meant to continue an in real life connection or not. And those who are able to get past their differences, you know, work through the hurt, whether they stay together romantically or not, stay connected, you know, communicating or not, if they can get past it on a emotional and soul level, they then will transcend to this stage. And this is the stage where we enter full-on badassery. A large portion of my energetic work, if you're familiar with my energetic work, is performed with the higher self of my twin ray. We have, you know, no, no, we're not friends. But our higher selves are absolute best friends. You know, whether you're in touch with your twin flame, twin ray in real life or not, that it, if you can get past the hurt of of meeting your mirror, because basically you have no idea what people dealing with you until you meet your twin flame, your twin ray. You have no idea. And that's what hurt my feelings. Like, am I really like that? Yes. Okay. And then I got over it. And now we've both entered, our higher selves have both entered this phase where we can work together, energetically speaking, and there's none of that petty human stuff involved. Okay. So here's the thing that gets all tricky. So this is energetic, right? No matter what, you guys love each other, you're connected, you'll help each other to grow. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. You guys are going to be ascending. And then boom, here's the human. Oh, good God. Neither of you want to actually see what's in front of you. You are two of the same fish, yet neither of you want to actually see what's in front of you. It's too painful to look in the mirror. A lot of the twins are going through this at this point, okay? Card number 35, conscious connections. 3 plus 5 is 8. 8 being the number of the reunification of self and soul, reunification of masculine and feminine. Look at that. Neither of you want to look at each other. Both of y'all are naked, standing in front of each other. Nothing can keep that truth from being exposed to your twin. So why aren't you actually looking at what's in front of you? Because you don't want to address what's inside you. And until you are willing to take a good hard look at what's in front of you, the mirror, until you want to address that internal circumstance, that twin thing is not going to work. It's not going to work. This is not about someone else completing you. This is about someone else giving you the reflection that you need so you can complete yourself. They are not your other half. They're your divine complement, counterpart, not your other half. You are made whole, okay? It's time you recognize that. You are made whole. You are not missing something. What you're actually missing, that like longing to be with your twin and blah, 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 that's actually a longing for home. Your twin is a representation of that home space, the sanctuary within your heart, the space you refuse to enter. That's what you're longing for, not a human being. Once you recognize that, you can get right with yourself. You know, you can get centered. You can be realigned between your mind and your soul. And if you really, really are insistent that you want to be romantic with your twin, doing this internal work might realign them with that same want. But you have to do the internal work for yourself, not to manipulate something outside of you into agreeing with whatever it is you're demanding. So let's see. Well, one more. I'm told one more. Let's see. Yes. Look at this. Didn't I not say that you two are the same fish? And don't be winking at me, mofo. Don't be winking at me. I know. Sorry. Just having a little conversation. New, different environment. Flow. Four of Diamonds is about being in a new and different environment, flowing. Now, if you're so used to not diving deep into the trenches of your heart's oceans, that is a new and different environment. You need to flow through there. The deeper the water, the greater the pressure. It's not going to be easy. It's not, but it's going to be so worthwhile. You have to do this for yourself, not for a twin. You have to do this for yourself. This is what your twin is trying to show and tell you. And oftentimes when the twin is a runner and they take off, that's to gift you with a stillness. That's to remove the distraction of your perception of what a twin should be. That's to give you time to yourself so you can dive deep into that water. Most of us don't recognize that. Most of us think like, oh my God, they ran. Well, yeah, they ran. I don't know what to say. They ran. Card number 2. Does that look familiar? Now y'all are actually looking at yourselves. First, you weren't looking at yourselves. Now y'all are sipping some hater ass tea, looking at each other. Look at that face. What you all sour about? Yep. And then, ooh, you got a little rat, little tiny rat trying to be like, hey, blah, 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 blah. Third party circumstance. Get the F out of here. Card number 2. You need to have a conversation. This card is about having a rich conversation. You need to have a very rich conversation, very thick convo, because the influence of this, and that could be an individual, that could be your own perceptions of how things are supposed to be, but something is polluting one of your minds. And the other one is just reacting. You know, we don't know. Okay, this is what I'm seeing, okay? This mouse is polluting his mind or her mind, and your twin is just reflecting. Look at that face. See that? Sipping that tea, talking shit in their head. Now, here's the thing. Okay, so what is your octopus? What is your octopus? Where are you getting your hands into? What is it you're trying to involve yourself in? And 8 is the number of reunification, okay? This is a reminder. 8 and then the spades, this symbol is actually symbolic of your sacrum. The sacrum houses the Kundalini. This is a call for you to reactivate yourself, to raise up that manifestation energy, activate and call in that Shakti, raise it up back to its rightful place at the foot of seat of soul. And with that Shakti, you can create, you can co-create, you can manifest, you can use this to heal the wounds within yourself. And in your healing, self-healing, you're encouraging your twin to reflect that and heal themselves. So you really need to decide, what's your octopus? Are you your octopus or is it your twin? And I mean, you know, do you really have the ability to control all the arms, the tentacles of an octopus? Not really. Not really. So if it's your twin that's an octopus, well, I don't know if you guys have ever seen the videos of octopus, of an octopi, of an octopus, of octopi. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. They can get away from a tiny ass little hole. They can squish themselves through little by little, escaping their bondage. So if you're trying to say that your twin is your octopus and you're trying to confine them, good luck with that. Good luck with that. They will never agree to that. Ever. They will never, ever, ever agree to that. And if you think that just because they're there in the flesh, allowing you to think that they've somehow come into agreement with this bondage. I mean, I don't know, some people are into bondage. But if you think that, I guarantee somewhere in their mind, they're already looking for a hole to squeeze through. Careful what you do. I'm just saying, careful what you do. You cannot do that to another sovereign, especially if you've never allowed someone to limit you in that way. You can't do that to someone else, to your reflection. So let's get you a couple more cards, because you need more cards. You need more clarity. So is this what you really want? That's what your higher selves wanted the title to be. Is this what you really want? Do you really want to continue playing a game of cat and mouse where you're going to shrink them down to mouse level and they're just there for your entertainment because you like to chase after things? Is that what it is? Or are you going to recognize what this really is? A legacy of light, where you're given the opportunity to grow together at the very least energetically. Let's see. Ooh. This is going to hurt, guys. This is going to hurt. If it's not already hurting, then it's about to. Oh, this is really going to hurt. Okay. Whew. Okay. Okay. I'm just looking at this and I'm seeing a whole bunch of spheres. And what's an amniotic sac? It's a spherical membrane. And if this is your true twin ray, which you only get one twin ray, that's your identical twin. This is a reminder you're encapsulated in one sac. Okay. Card number 45, part of fortune, increase. You are focused like a mofo on this individual. You got them in the crosshairs. I mean, yo, calm down. You have to stop doing that. Seriously. You're making them feel like you're a predator, is what it is. I would run too. I'm not even joking. I would run. I would keep running, and then I would get on a scooter, a skateboard, a bike, whatever the hell I can get on and keep going. Oh my gosh, fortune favors the brave. She's a goddess, the Roman goddess of destiny and bounty. Her Latin name means she who brings forth. So, and this is part of moon energy. So, you know, when you're dealing with moon energy, a lot of things are occurring in shadow. You know, you're not aware of a lot of the things that are going on. So this card is about the 10 of Pentacles. Where are you lucky? This is about karmic triggers, destiny, fate. Now, maybe your own progress should be in the crosshairs, not the twin. Again, this is about internal work. If you do that internal work, they'll do that internal work without the two of you like agreeing. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to have a meeting about this. They'll just immediately begin to reflect that. If you do that internal work enough without ulterior motives of like, I'm going to do this and they're going to come back. No, they're not, because they're going to sense that manipulation. Not even joking. If you think you're going to hatch a plan to force them into agreement for something they're not organically agreeing to, you will forever lose your twin. Forever. They will see you as a manipulator. They will feel it and they will really take that in. They will never again trust you. Take that in. They will never again trust you. That is a fact. Okay. Going on to the next card. Card number 52, void, of course, moon missing. You see what I'm saying? It went missing. Because some people don't want to listen to what I'm saying. You don't have to listen to me, though. So the moon is a friend for the lonesome to talk to. Maybe we have to allow them to miss you a little bit. Maybe the silence is good. Maybe if you haven't been in contact with your twin in a very, very long time, maybe that's what they need, so that they can understand, no one's gonna chase you. Keep running. Wear yourself out. Keep running. I ain't chasing you. Maybe you have to take that mindset. So all is not as it seems. This void of course moon card can be daunting. It may not be a good or appropriate time to answer your question. As it is now, the results may not be what you want. So if they've run, just let them. Leave them be. They have something to work on. Maybe you've acted as a mirror for them and shown them things without knowing that they need to work on, and it's triggered them. Fear of self can make you do some really insane stuff. And maybe that's what's going on. Maybe you're failing to recognize that this upheaval, internal upheaval that you're feeling, maybe they're feeling that too. And maybe we need to stop focusing on ourselves and understand we are balanced in this and both experiencing things on different ends. Same level of intensity. And if you happen to have a twin, or you're the twin that doesn't like to talk, then you're not going to know that you're going through the same thing, the same kind of hurt, the same kind of confusion, the same kind of like, what the hell is this? This person scares me because no one else can connect with me in this way. And this is just, oh no, I don't have any control as to how deep they're able to go. And that's scary. Maybe. So this card it corresponds to 8 of Cups. It's about silence. See what I'm saying? Silence. Failed judgment, wasted effort, the wrong choice, missed opportunity. It's also about recovery. You know, maybe they feel as though you've seen the parts of them that they're the most ashamed of. And they're used to people judging them and running. And maybe this is just a defense mechanism where they're like, if I run first, then that means you can't hurt me. Now you just hurt yourself, is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Let them run. Let the silence continue if need be. And then it leads to the next card, which is card number, yes, medium meadow, card number 11. Pluto, transformation. People living deeply have no fear of death. And that twin union, the true twin union, which is an energetic union, never dies. It remains even through various lives, okay? Let's see. This dwarf planet tends to inspire unwelcome surprises. Pluto can be like a tower collapsing in your life. A life from which you must rebuild from debris and also inspiration. You see what I'm saying? Oh, man. So this relates to 6 of Swords. It's about transformation, endings, beginnings, new ways, the end of the old, and intensity. This is going to be a seriously intense last half of the month. You guys have your work cut out for you. And to be honest, the intensity of these 3 cards, notice how they all have a spherical shape. It goes from very basic to fully formed to just a shadow of something that once was. That's the trajectory right now. And that's a lot of emotional, mental, sometimes spiritual trauma that people experience when they become fully aware that an actual twin is in vessel. There's a real person that you connect to in that way. It causes a sense of intense trauma. And this hurt is not for nothing, okay? It triggers a phase of trauma-induced secretion. This is trauma-based ascension. It's hard. This type of ascension is extremely accelerated, extremely painful. It's like your entire world just crumbles. And then just as fast as it crumbles, it's suddenly rebuilt and fortified. And this has nothing to do, the rebuilding has nothing to do with a twin coming back. It has everything to do with you recognizing you have to rebuild. And so that's what the twin is gifting you with. No one else can gift you with this. No one else can hurt you in this way. I'm telling y'all, no one else can hurt you in this way. Let's get you guys one more card. And you know, as a part of today's lives, I'm going to go live again in a little bit. I'm going to do a guided meditation and group energy work. It's going to be harnessing the fire of Phoenix and dragon flame to cleanse away that which is no longer serving you. Now, if you look it up, the dragon and the Phoenix, the story behind that, it's like the twin flame story. The dragon and the Phoenix are always chasing each other round and round and round, never actually being. But it's the most epic love story. You can totally look it up. I forget the details. But yeah, dragon and Phoenix fire will be used for sure. Okay. Oh, shit. Sorry. Let me just find. Okay. I still have a little time. All right. Let's get you guys your poetry. This is a message from your twin flame, from their soul. Let's see what they have to say. Make it something sweet. This whole deck is super sweet, so make it something beautiful. Make them cry so they can release. All right. Let's see what they have to say. Oh my gosh. Hold on. I'm told 2 cards. Okay. That's deep. So I was told, select the card after the 8th because this is the step after the reunification. Ooh, okay. Okay. Made me squeal. Card number 39, Blessing of Zara. So 39. Let go of thought. Don't take it into your heart. You are naked and thought is like ice. You use thought to seek release from suffering and pain, while thought is a cause of your suffering and pain. The realm of creation is outside the scope of thought. O foolish one, see the opus and behold the beauty. Look in the direction from which the images flow. See the brook that causes the wheel to turn. I wish to pull that false confection from your mouth. Oh, I know you'll open your mouth even wider to scream like a terrible cry of a toddler denied. But the moment you open your mouth wide and draw breath to bemoan the outrageous travesty of your loss, I shall shove my divine finger dripping with nectar into your gaping mouth. I'll let you suckle then, surprised and contented by the sweetness that surpasses all the other sweets. They're going to take your twin away. Be ready. For those who are really resonating with this reading, the twin is going away. I'm going to be completely honest with you. But a very high level of frequency, sweetness will be injected into your template. Creation will make up for this, but first it's going to hurt. Be ready for that, okay? When we are hungry, we reach for what food is available. If we are starving, we may gorge upon what is before us, only to find ourselves overfed, undernourished, and in a most uncomfortable and dissatisfied state. Don't try to fill the void left by your twin. You will poison yourself. Nothing else can fill the void left by that energy. Do not try to seek a replacement. That void is a place for you to sit in silence and stillness so you can once again reunify the parts of yourself, realign yourself, see with clarity what your life is about. It's so much more than one individual. Your life has so much more purpose than finding one human being. And they're gifting you with the opportunity to find the answers within yourself. Okay, so the next card, card number 20. I said, make it sweet. That shit was not sweet. Just because the word sweet was in there, that was not sweet. You got to be specific with what you ask, soul. Card number 20, the all-encompassing hand. Ooh. You are the essence of my existence. Who am I? A mirror in your hand. Whatever you do, I will do. I am your irresistible reflection. With every breath, I feel my heart is beating with yours. In your joy, I am exuberant. In your sadness, I am in sorrow. If you are bitter, I become bitter. If you are grace, I become grace. My joy is when I'm bewildered in your beauty and taste the sweetness of love on your lips. If I pick a rose without you, it becomes a thorn in my hand. If I am the thorn, I become the rose in your hand. Wow. That gave me chills. That gave me chills. I have held your hand in mine for so long that I have long since ceased to distinguish where your sacred flesh once felt separate from mine. This sacred grasp pulses with love divine, and there is one hand holding and held, one being loving and loved, though we may appear by less ecstatic angels to be two. The love that gives us this hand-fast beloved is so powerful, we could spin the entire universe upon its axis, and still our hands would be joined, gently and yet enduringly, in unfailing love and sublime friendship. Perhaps you are in need of reassurance. Perhaps you have been feeling somewhat alone on your path, or struggling with a matter deep within your precious, beautiful heart, and speaking of it to no one. Such loneliness that can foster in the heart. With no other to bear witness to your life experience, you may question your life, your sanity, your truths, and create doubt where no doubt need be. This must stop now. You are worthy of so much more, and this suffering is not essential for your growth now. It's time to let it be and to open up to the touch of grace. So this oracle comes to you as a hand of the divine. It is the all-encompassing hand, the hand that has no limitation upon the blessings it can bestow, upon the troubles it can lift from you, upon the tenderness it can communicate to you through sacred touch. Allow that divine hand to reach for you. Do not turn it away. Do not let old shame, guilt, or mistaken notions of false independence keep you from accepting this heavenly hand. This hand reaches to gently wipe away tears of the past. It will deftly unravel the ties that have bound your own hands, preventing you from fully giving and receiving according to your worth, which is incontestable and without limit. Wow. Wow. That is just wow. And again, the sphere. You both are encompassed within this membrane. This membrane was built from love. You're both in a process of rebirthing yourselves. Birth, even spiritual birth, is extremely messy. It's gory. It's gritty. It's raw. It's painful. But it's also so beautiful. It's just the way you choose to see it that determines the kind of experience you'll have. Whatever you choose, ask yourself, is this what you really want? Maybe that's what the Twin Flame Collective was trying to say. Is this what you really want? Because it loves you so much. This energy loves you so much. It would never deny you what you ask for. And if you ask to learn this lesson in pain, in suffering, then that is what it will deliver to you. And pain is not necessarily something we need to avoid. Sometimes pain is necessary to catalyze that change. The suffering, that's optional. So ask yourself, what do you really want? Is this what you really want? Do you want to suffer? Or do you want that pain to serve as the fuel for your rise? You rise, they rise. You both rise together. Okay? So if this reading resonated with you, please do give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe, turn on that notification bell, and join me every time I'm live. I will be live again. in about an hour or so, hour and a half maybe, to do a guided meditation and group energy work. This is going to be a ridiculously profound session. We're going to be harnessing the flame of Phoenix, or the fire of Phoenix, and dragon flame. So you definitely want to be there. Okay. This will help to support your twin journey, as well as other spiritual things going on. It will also really, really support star seeds. It's just the combination of these two fires is insane, and you definitely want to be there. All right, guys, have a beautiful day. I hope I see you when I come live again later on. Bye.